Eagles on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Eagles at 9 and 7 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'll be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Garza. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. These two teams all tied after one. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. action. Mills. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On second down, here's Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Barkley, inside handoff, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down moment.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes we talk about confidence running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Let's go now.
They'll go with a keeper. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Off the play fake, Mills. He finds his man Johnson.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
First down, Mills. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Mills again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
There's been a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it. When that ball...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mills, throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throw it, Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mills. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd down, Mills again. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the side.
And the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Mills to the air again. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All in all, no gain on the play, and they'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but it just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, holding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Eluding the pressure right. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
This will be caught that round. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Mills' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. A 1st down throw for Mills. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. To throw, Mills. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And gets 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mills now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick-6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick-6?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Mills. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mills. Throwing deep for Golladay. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Mills to throw it. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's go now.
Another run here with Sanders. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a second down run with Sanders. That one a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And what a return as he brings us with all the way back to the 25-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And there wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw